We have already talked about the healing properties of onions. But today, let's take a closer look at the benefits of green onions for men. Lovely women you worry and care about the health of their precious husbands and sons. Surely this information will interest you, since men love tasty yet nourishing. Decorating the dish with green joy will make it in addition and useful. And you men no doubt know that green feather is a famous appetizer. Well, do you know anything else about it? Then spend not much time watching this video, and you will learn a lot of new things. Right now, we will tell you what this vegetable is good for you and what can be harmful. A little bit of history. Historians believe that the first to recognize the taste of wild onions were the shepherds of Asia, more than 4,000 years ago. Isn't that symbolic? For some reason, the green onion appeared to men. Soon they experienced its powerful properties, and the vegetable quickly spread around the world. The Egyptians valued onions as a protective agent against many diseases and even worshipped them by making golden monuments. The Greeks used it to make healing potions for the stomach. The Romans ate the plant and rubbed its juice all over their bodies before battles. They were convinced that it would keep them from defeat and give them tremendous stamina and strength. Onions were the staple food of the working people, and that is why they were nicknamed the poor man's musk. After all, onion essential oils are somewhat of an aphrodisiac. In addition, it was said that onions even a sluggish husband throws into the arms of Venus, and Buddhists were forbidden to use this product at all, so as not to excite carnal desires. As they say, there is no smoke without fire. And modern scientists have scientifically proven all the unique and healing properties of green onions. What is the healing properties of green onions? The main useful feature of the vegetable is the prevention, as well as the treatment of all sorts of viral and colds, and it is due to the content of vitamin C, phytoncides and flavonoids. On the content of useful substances, green onions are on the first positions among all vegetables, and indeed nature has collected in these delicate feathers the most powerful vitamin and mineral complex. Onions have everything to help people to preserve and increase their health. Its biologically active substances participate in almost all processes of vital activity of the body. The benefits of green onions for men. So why are green feathers recommended to be consumed to preserve men's health? And because many years of research have proven the positive effect of the vitamin and mineral composition of the vegetable on the male body. They have a favorable effect on the psyche, relieve irritability, normalize sleep and lift the mood. In addition, after 40 years of age, men have an increased risk of prostate diseases, and the vegetable helps to relieve inflammatory manifestations in the body and suspend the growth of cancer cells. For example, studies by cancer institutes have shown that men who include green onions in their menus are less likely to get prostate cancer than those who do not use them at all. The benefits of green onions for men. So for the prevention of diseases of the sexual system, it's desirable for all men to eat 50 to 100 g of green onions every day. And if already bothers adenoma, to consume it closer to the evening. What are the properties of green onions and for what do men need? So what are the specifics of the action of onions on the male body? Let's try to understand. As you know, the prostate gland is the second heart of the stronger sex, and for its proper functioning requires numerous vitamins and trace elements. One of the important vitamins for male health is retinol. Without it, it is impossible to synthesize sex hormones. It is also responsible for the production of sperm and the secretion of testosterone. And for the assimilation of vitamin itself needs zinc. Another no less necessary vitamin for a full sexual life is thiamine B1. Without it, the thyroid does not work well, and as a result, the level of testosterone decreases and sexual desire disappears. And B1 is assimilated in the presence of magnesium. Another potency stimulator is riboflavin B2. It also improves the absorption of iron. Nicotinic acid B3 maintains the tone of blood vessels, then improves blood circulation in the genitals, and this in turn also contributes to good potency. Folic acid B9 is responsible for the full maturation of sperm, as well as for a sufficient amount of semen. Ascorbic acid increases the elasticity of blood vessels. Blood circulation improves and blood flow to the prostate and to the male organ increases. As a consequence, the power and duration of erection increases, and also disappears stagnation of blood in the genitals. And this in turn removes inflammation and prevents the development of prostatitis. And as a result we get a long and full sexual life. Onions also help the gastrointestinal tract to work smoothly, and the intestines synthesize vitamins biotin H and choline B4, which help to preserve the youthfulness of the body and improve the strength of erections and the quality of orgasm. More to maintain a stable hormonal background, men need zinc, iron and copper, especially bad on the activity of the sexual system, is reflected in the deficiency of zinc. After all, it also inhibits the growth of cancer cells and relieves inflammation. Selenium is also necessary to support sexual function, It is a strong antioxidant and resists the growth of foreign tissues. Zinc and selenium are constituents of sex hormones and help increase testosterone levels, as well as ensure the viability and motility of sperm. As you can see, all the vitamins, macro and microelements of green onions are simply necessary for the smooth functioning of the male sexual system and to maintain all the functions of the body in working order, and also for the sperm to have a perfect set of substances so necessary for normal fertilization. In many ways, this is the special benefit of green onions for men. How to choose the right green onions. It's a pity that we rarely adopt the tradition of our parents to grow green onions in the kitchen, and if necessary, just cut the right amount. Therefore, when buying a vegetable, be sure to choose strong plants with bright elastic feathers. Avoid taking spoiled onions with a bad odor and when they have crushed, damaged and pale leaves, slimy rot or mold on the surface of the feathers, wilted leaves, and yellow or dry tips. If you bought onions with stubs, put them in a jar of water. This way it looks as good as tulips. Yes, plus it will last longer and even grow a little. In addition, green onions do not store well and it is better to use them immediately. You can, of course, save it in the refrigerator in a perforated bag or tray, but a maximum of 5 to 7 days. Never freeze onions for salads. Then it will become watery and is only good for soups. How healthier to use green feathers. In Russia, it has always been preferred to eat green onions in raw form. Maybe that's why Russian men were famous for unprecedented strength and prowess. Then let's not ruin good traditions. And do not thermally process the vegetable, and chew only fresh. Remember that the most usefulness contains the white stem and feathers up to 10 centimeters long. By the way, the tops are better to throw away as there is no nutritional value in them. In addition, they can provoke not very pleasant fermentation in the stomach. Many will say that onions are not a serious food, and in vain. Although few calories, but a lot of vitamins and fiber and water favor satiety and good digestion. And besides, fresh green onions are available all year round. Onions are especially good in winter because they are a real vitamin boost. How wonderful to sprinkle greens, potatoes, herring or scrambled eggs. It will also perfectly set off the flavor of meat and fish. And salads with sour cream are so easy to prepare that any man can cope with this task. Harm of green onions. In the case of onions, be careful if you are concerned about anything from the list of contraindications in the article. What is useful green onions for the human body? I want to draw your attention to the fact that 100 grams of green onions contain 167 mcg of vitamin K, which ensures normal blood clotting. This is a double daily dose for the body. Generally, it is not harmful, but vitamin K is dangerous for people prone to blood clots, and so you need to be careful here. Green onions are a man's friend. Hopefully, everyone has come to this conclusion, naturally. Green onions are not a panacea for all diseases, but they will help you get healthy, strengthen the whole body and slow down its aging. Increase reproductive functions. Because the substances of onions contribute to potency and improve the quality of sperm. Regain strength, calm your nerves. Rejoice and enjoy life in all its good senses. And if you are uncomfortable with the characteristic aroma after eating onions, then try these folk remedies. Chew a parsley leaf. Sauté it with toasted nuts or a slice of lemon. Hold in your mouth a coffee bean, a piece of cinnamon. Choose a suitable option. But don't give up such a vitamin vegetable altogether. Do not neglect green onions and include in your daily diet. At the same time, do not abuse and stick to the right proportions.